Captain's log. I think it's 12. It's been a while. I made it through a storm. All right. We're on safe harbor right now. But okay, so let me just kind of briefly summarize. Sometimes someone walks into your life and they show you love and care and safety that you've never felt. And you realize how much you've never felt it, and I got really excited. It felt, we described it as like, my therapist and I kind of described it as like being in an earthquake and seeing someone with a flashlight. And you're stuck under the rubble and you gotta figure your way out and you gotta cry out. But it also feels like you're reminded that God loves you more than anybody else. Anybody else ever could. Not your parents, not your brother, not your sister, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, not your husband, not your wife, not your pastor. No one else gets you like he does. And I know people talk a lot about like loving yourself. This is better. It's so much better. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I haven't loved myself before, but I see Jesus looking at me in the mirror through my own eyes, you know? Because I know he's in there. And I know he's in there because I start getting hungry for him. And you know, it's like falling in love. You just want to get to know them. You want to do right by them. And it's not about like trying to please or perform. It's embracing the grace and the forgiveness and the acceptance right now. And you feel peace. You know, he was, one of the storms, he was sleeping in the boat. Everybody's freaking out. He's fast asleep. They wake him up, he goes to the water and says, "Peace be still." And then he goes back to bed. And that's inside of me. Oh, man. I wish I could tell you all of the things. I wish I could show you how he was there and there and there and there. How his strength is made perfect in my weakness. How he directs and guides me when I want to run away. How even when I do, he's not that bad. And I don't have to be so ashamed. Wow. And I don't know what life will look like from here. But I know that more than money, more than wealth, more than fame, more than recognition, more than validation, more than having someone who loves me in the flesh. I will give it all up. And I did. And I'll do it again. Because there's nothing like his peace. There's nothing like trusting him. There's nothing like leaning in and obeying that weird direction, you know, like go over here, go over there. And you realize he's been listening to you the whole time. And not just listening to you, he's been hearing that deep cry in the center and the bottom of your gut that your parents never could satisfy. That no lover on earth could satisfy. And no one else knows the meaning of what you give. No one else can know like how metaphorical my world is and how things overlap and have literal and physical and spiritual and silly meaning. I wish I could tell you. I wish you could understand. I'm so grateful for the structures and the disciplines that I've built. The friendships that have shown me how much they love me. And it's kind of weird because I'm like, does Jesus really want credit? Or does he give credit back to the Father? And how do I tell people in a way that this means something, like it means something to me? I'm not trying to be religious. I'm not trying to tell people how to live. I'm trying to show them that if you give it all, and even when you make mistakes, even when you think you fucked it up, they don't even notice. Oh. And like, I can be protected from my own mind. I can be reminded of scriptures and proverbs, and I can hold on to it. Oh my gosh, I know you don't totally know what I'm talking about. Or you don't know the whole context of my life. But you can know the key. And you can get unlocked. You can get free. And all you gotta do is just lean in. Lean in a little bit. Whisper a prayer. He'll whisper back. I love you. All right. On to the next mountain.